Are we live? Are we live? If you're seeing this, say something so I know it's live and you're watching. Welcome everybody. Are we live? Yes, I think we are. What's up guys? Welcome to the stream. Yes. Right, I started seeing some comments. That's nice. Wow, so many people. Welcome guys. I think I'm gonna wait just a couple of seconds until we start with the live stream. Yeah, I'm really live. Yeah, comment below where you're watching from. I'm really interested to know. Okay, we have quite a lot of people watching. Welcome to the stream guys, very happy to see you. I didn't expect to have anyone watching, so I'm glad to see you. Clearwater, Florida. Man, it's a dream to go to Florida. You don't even know. It's so cold right now here in Bulgaria. I am dying to be in Florida right now. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone. What's up, Portugal? Nice to see you guys. Feel free to ask all of your questions. Maldives, seriously? Man, it's amazing. Michigan, welcome. Welcome everyone. Well, the reason why I'm doing this live stream is it's my first time ever doing a Q&A or doing a live stream. So I'm really excited to, get to know you guys a bit better. Hopefully you will get to know me as well. We are just under 7,000 right now, so I'm really, exciting to have such a large audience. For me, at least, it's something that I definitely enjoy doing. So I'm really happy to be able to answer some of your questions, guys. So feel free to ask everything you are interested in. I saw a comment about what I think about the Mavic Air, and I'm going to address that in a second. I think I would like to wait a bit until we get to that point so more people can see that, because it's a quite interesting topic. There's snow on the ground. Yeah, I feel you. We have snow here as well. It's terrible. I mean, I prefer the heat. So, excuse me if I'm watching down too much, but I'm also on my computer and it's much easier to watch the questions on the screen of the computer. Yeah, I'm using the Spark quite a lot. Yeah. Nowadays I don't use it that much as the weather is really bad right now, but waiting for me. Yeah, I started already, so welcome. Welcome to the stream everyone. Netherlands. Amazing. About the question if it's possible to let my Spark drone fly around the tower automatically, yes you can. It's very easy to do so. You have to select the quick shot modes and enter circle mode and drag a rectangle around the point of interest that you want to film. So for example, this tower, you need to go around maybe 50 to 100 meters of a distance just so you're safe. Make a circle around the tower and just press go, and then the drone will start rotating around the tower automatically, and you can of course record that. Mike Royer asks about what drone to buy for filming houses. Torn between DJI Mavic Pro, Spark, or the GoPro camera. The GoPro camera is dead, so I definitely don't recommend that. I would highly suggest to pick up the Mavic Pro, but it would be much better if you wait a couple of days until we get the announcement for the new, hopefully the new Mavic Air or Mavic Pro 2. Just wait, hold on a couple of more days until we get more news. Hopefully we will see a new Mavic drone, so it might be a better idea to just wait for a couple of days and get a better deal of something newer. But if you definitely want to pick a drone between the Spark and the Mavic Pro, my advice would be to go for the higher end model, the Mavic Pro. It will be much better in the long run. Yeah, karma all the way. Yeah, well, not anymore. Is it okay to fly my Spark in cold weather? Yeah, it's okay as long as the temperature is not under 0 degrees Celsius. Also, keep in mind that the drone will perform very differently when in cold temperature, so the flight time will be less. You might experience some delay in the transmission of the picture, and generally the drone will perform worse than it normally does. Yeah, the karma sucks. No, it doesn't really suck, but it's cool that they can take out the gimbal. I would love to see a DJI drone that can do that. Hopefully we can see that very, very soon. Who knows? Yeah, the GoPro is discontinued, so it's not available anymore. So it's not worth it anymore. Sorry. You want the best video? Yeah, definitely. Ask your question, guys. I really want to answer as much as possible. Was it a bad choice to buy a Spark instead of a Mavic? No, it's not a bad choice. It really comes down to what do you plan to use it for. If you're using it for something professionally, then the Mavic, of course, would be better. But if you are shooting even just for YouTube, it's just fine. You can take a look at some of my videos that are recorded with the Spark. I think they look just fine, even better than average. Any news on extending the Spark battery capacity? Not that I know of, unfortunately. The best way to extend the battery life is just to buy a couple more batteries. That works for me at least. But yeah, hopefully the new product that DJI releases will have longer battery life. Yeah. What do I know about the DJI Mavic Air? Well, interestingly enough, I spent the whole day reading about the Mavic Air. So even though nothing is official yet, I spent quite a lot of time researching about the Mavic Air, as it seems it's the most possible out of every single drone out there to be released. Are you going to buy an Evo? No, unfortunately no, because they don't sell them in Europe, not yet at least, even though I'm really interested in getting one. They don't offer them in Europe as of right now. Hopefully Autel will start expanding their market and offer them in Europe as well. No, not to the 26th. We have to wait until 23rd, when is the announcing date of the new DJI product. Hopefully the Mavic Air or Mavic Pro 2, who knows. But actually I spent quite a lot of time reading about the Mavic Air, and interestingly enough, if you go to dji.com/Mavic-Air, it will just send you back to the homepage of dji.com. So there is a redirection going on from that page to the homepage. And interestingly enough, if you do the same and you write dji.com/Mavic-Pro-2 or Mavic-2, you will not get redirected to the homepage. You will be redirected to a 404 page, which means this page doesn't exist. That being said, that means that the page Mavic Air exists, and it's just redirected to the homepage. If you get what I mean. So basically, that's another clue that this drone actually exists and DJI is actually doing something on that specific page of their website, and they just redirect it to the home page for now, but they will remove that redirection once that the product is released. So this is another clue that I found out about today. So really excited to know if it's true or not, but everything points so far at the new Mavic Air. So we'll have to wait and see, but I think that's the most realistic guess so far. Phantom 5, yeah, I would love to see a Phantom 5, to be honest, something that blows everything out of the water and, you know, blows our minds, but not really sure if we'll see it now. I think it could take a couple more months until we see a Phantom 5. What do I expect from the new DJI drone? Well, I expect a better camera than the Mavic Pro, cheaper. We have seen the new Osmo Mobile 2, which was cheaper than the original Osmo, so DJI is showing that they can lower the prices and offer something more affordable. So hopefully we'll see that as well. Maybe we are going to see something that is priced between the Spark and the Mavic. Hopefully it will be much better than the Mavic quality-wise. I really want to see 4K at 60 frames per second. That would be amazing. We are seeing a lot of rumors about waterproof drones, that the Mavic Air will be waterproof. I'm not really sure if we can see that that soon. Hopefully down the line we will see that, but for now I'm not really sure if we will see a waterproof drone. That would be amazing. We will fly in the rain, in the snow. So I don't know. I really want to see that, but I'm not sure if we'll see it right now. Hey, what's up Instagram? Thank you, my man, for following me from Instagram. Any upcoming giveaways? Yes, I'm actually planning to do a giveaway on the new DJI Tello. As soon as it's released, I'll order one. I'll take a look at the drone, I will review it, do a couple of tests with it, a couple of videos with it, and then I plan to give it away, as I don't really plan to use it. But I want to see it in person, of course. I want to test it, I want to show it to all of you guys. And of course, after I'm done with it, I just won't need it anymore, so I'll just give it away to some of you guys. But that's coming in the upcoming months. As soon as we get more information about when the Tello is coming, I will just order it and review it straight away, and then I'll give it away just like I did with DJI Spark. Mavic Pro 2, yeah, I would love a Mavic Pro 2, really. It would be a great drone to have, a Mavic Pro 2. Even if it's a bit more expensive than the original Mavic, I'm sure more people will be okay with that, as it's really the new standard for drone sizes. It's the Mavic Pro, as we have seen now from Autel. They have just released, well, announced the Evo, so that's something that I think more companies will try to achieve, you know, to produce something smaller, something more powerful, and basically something that everyone would like to get. And you know, that's super exciting for me, as you know, I used to have a Phantom 3, and I remember the days when I just couldn't bring it with me because it was too heavy. I was not with a car. If you go by foot somewhere, it's not really comfortable to take it with you at all times. So there were tons of occasions when I didn't bring my drone, and I regretted it afterwards. But you know, when you have the Mavic or a similar sized drone, you don't have that problem anymore. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Mavic Pro 2 can do and when it will be announced. Where are you from? I'm originally from Bulgaria, that's in East Europe. I've lived abroad for a couple of years in Denmark. That's where I got my master's degree in IT. And yeah, but that's why my accent is like this. I'm not, English is not my first language. Should I save up for the Spark or just get the new Tello? Definitely save up for the Spark. The Tello is a toy. I mean, it's a great starter drone. If you have never flown before, that would be an okay drone for you, but it will be boring very soon, I think. So I advise you to get the Spark. You have much more to play with when it comes to the Spark. Um, so definitely get that if you can. If you can't, then just get the tail so you can get an idea what flying a drone feels like. And you know, if you are comfortable with it, then maybe down the line you can get a Spark or a Mavic Air or whatever else you might want to get. Save up, yes, JR, I agree with you, man. Yeah, updated version of the Spark, who knows? Might be in between the Mavic Pro and the Spark. We'll see about that. I want to buy a drone, which is the best? Well, really comes down to how much you're willing to spend and what do you want to use it for. Right now, I think for the most bang for your buck, you can buy the DJI Mavic Pro, but like I mentioned a couple of times, you have to wait until we get the new product announcement from DJI just in a couple of days, because it might be much better, you know. I would like to see waypoints for Spark. Yes, me too. I haven't used Litchi with the Spark. I heard that it doesn't support waypoints, unfortunately, even though it did way before when I used it for my Phantom 3. So unfortunately, we might not be able to get waypoints for now. Let me know if actually we can, as I haven't used Litchi in quite a while, but if we can, please let me know. Yeah, toy drones are the best if you are still, you know, learning how to fly. I had a couple of toy drones myself, but that was actually after I got my Phantom 3. Actually, it was quite a learning curve. First time when I started flying, I almost crashed the first time when I flown my DJI Phantom 3 standard. I actually didn't even bother to look at the settings that much. I just wanted to fly it for a bit, and of course I hit what was it? Return to home button, and it flew away from because the GPS signal was so bad around me, and it flew away and almost hit a tree on the way back. So it was quite an experience the first time, but afterwards I read the manual, read everything I could about the drone, and of course it got much better. But if you don't have a nice drone to begin with, always start with something cheap that you get comfortable crashing and flying around. I have a very cheap drones around the house that I feel comfortable just give to anyone around me and just let them fly and have fun. And if they crash them, it's not a big deal, but that's definitely the best way to start off. Just get something very cheap, something between $50 to $100. It will give you a good idea how, what you should do to fly a drone. So, do you also work full-time? I used to, but I quit my job maybe 6 months ago, or no, less than 6 months ago. Don't remember the exact date, but I quit my job. I was a web developer, and I decided to take the plunge and just go full-time with my blog and my YouTube channel. I had just started my YouTube channel just maybe 2 months before I quit my job, so I didn't really have any subscribers or anything. I just had a couple of videos made with no special equipment, nothing else, nothing special, you know, just very basic videos. If you go back to watch my first videos, they were really bad, but I'm proud of them because it shows how much I've, you know, developed myself. But anyway, yeah, it's my full-time job now to keep up with drone news, to work on my blog. As you can see, I have a couple of t-shirts available, and yeah, I mostly enjoy making YouTube videos nowadays. As this is something new for me, it's very exciting. I enjoy the creative process of putting the videos together, shooting them, editing, whatever, everything I enjoy doing. So it was quite a big decision to, you know, quit my job and take this huge plunge in the unknown. But so far, I am very happy with my decision, and I'm very happy to do it. So I plan to continue doing that for at least for now. YouTube is hard work. That's right, my man. It's really hard, but it's paying off if you are willing to put in the work. Very brave. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. You know, every once in a while, you have to make a huge risk, take the risk, and just whatever happens. You know, if it doesn't work out, then you can always go back and try to find a regular job. But for what I've seen so far, you know, working for yourself and being able to decide what you want to do about your job is just a blessing, and I really enjoying doing that. So hopefully it will continue to grow as until now. We are just under 7,000 subscribers, which I'm really grateful for. So let's just continue with that. More questions. Have you flown in Europe? Of course, I'm based in Europe, so that's where I'm flying all the time. The DJI Spark, unfortunately, is not as good as the US version when you fly in Europe, as we have more strict signal requirements. So it doesn't fly as further as the US version of the Spark. So you are a bit limited when you fly in Europe. But even though we are a bit limited, I don't really find it like such a big problem, because I always prefer to keep my drone in my line of sight, so I can see it at all times, so it doesn't really bother me. If I want to switch if I want to go very further away from my location, I would just switch my location and travel with my drone and then fly it again. This is what I always do, because I have never crashed severely so far, so I think that has definitely helped me quite a lot. And what camera I'm using right now? I'm streaming from my phone, but normally I'm using a Canon camera 700D. I plan to upgrade very soon to something a bit more professional, so I can get better shots. Maybe the Panasonic GH5. I'm saving up for a new camera, but first of all, I'm saving up for new drones. As we all know, they are more important than the camera. You're having problems with the transmission signals. Well, I'm having the same problems almost every single time that I fly. It really depends on the flying location, but to be honest, there isn't really a single solution to that problem. You simply need to be aware of the GPS signal. You have to have at least 15 GPS satellites connected. So this is you give up? What, David, what kind of registration you mean? Can you repeat your questions, because it's too far behind and I don't really see it anymore. Gaston, I already answered that question, but I'll repeat it for you as well. I think it will be the Mavic Air. I think, yeah, David, sorry about that. Just repeat your question last time and I'll answer it, I promise. If I can, at least. Gaston, I think it will be the Mavic Air, a cheaper version of the Mavic Pro, but hopefully better. It's about registration. What kind of registration? You want to register your drone? Where are you based? Can you repeat? Because I haven't seen. No problem, my man. You're welcome. You're in the UK. As far as I know, the UK, you have to register your drone. I'm not completely sure, as I'm not based in the UK, but I can find a link to the rules of flying a drone in the UK. So let me just, I think you have to register it. Give me a second. I'll just paste the link here. Well, I can't paste it, of course. It's caa.co.uk. You have to go to that webpage and you will find the unmanned aerial aircraft and drones rules and regulations. Basically, if you're flying for as a hobby, there are different rules than if you're flying commercially. Where do you live? I live in Bulgaria, in Europe. You're welcome, my man. Yes, so if you're a hobbyist, then you don't need to register it. Someone said that you don't need to. Hopefully that's correct. Flying in Greece or Portugal? I was last summer. I was in Greece. I didn't really have any problems flying in Greece, but I've heard some stories that some places are, of course, forbidden for flying a drone. As far as Portugal, I'm not sure. There is an app that you can check out. It's called Drone Mate. It shows you the rules and the regulations in each and every country, so you can see if it's forbidden or not to fly a drone in that country. Yeah, we don't really have any regulations in Bulgaria as well. You can say that we're at least a bit falling behind on the rules, but so far we don't have any rules about flying a drone in Bulgaria, so you can say that we are a bit lucky for that. How far can you go with the DJI Spark in Europe? Well, it really depends on the interference, but maybe 300 meters is the maximum that I've been to. It's not that much, unfortunately, but I also don't want to go too much away from myself, if you know what I mean. I just want to keep it closer to myself. Yeah. Do you have any more questions, guys? Feel free to ask. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I'm trying to answer as many as possible, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. No, I don't plan to always live in Europe. As a matter of fact, me and my fiance, I recently got engaged to my girlfriend, so we definitely want to move maybe to the USA or Canada. But you know that how that goes. It's very difficult to get a visa. We have applied for a green card, so we'll see if we can make it. But I really want to go to USA and live there, hopefully one day. Hey, my man, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Have you flown in cold weather? Yes, Peter, I have. Not in minus temperatures, always above zero, but it's not ideal. It's not very easy to fly your drone as it's acting weird all the time. The battery life gets a lot smaller, and basically it's harder to operate with your drone. So I don't really recommend it. Of course, if it's a beautiful scenery and you want to capture something, it's a good idea to try, but keep in mind you might crash it much easier than the usual. Yes, it's definitely smart to buy the remote controller, as it completely transforms the drone from being a toy to being something a bit more, I wouldn't say professional, but a bit better than what you normally get without the remote. Without the remote, it's just a toy that you can fly around yourself and maybe 50 meters away, but other than that, it's not worth it to buy just the drone. I'm looking good. Thank you so much, my man. What else? Yeah, I'm dying to go out and practice as well. Not really practice, but just fly. I really want to fly a drone, but it's just the temperatures are not very good right now. So hopefully soon we'll have better weather, so we can, fly a bit more. Yeah, it definitely kills the battery life. 8 to 10 minutes. You're right, JR. It's my experience as well. It's about 7, 8, 9 minutes, and you're just seeing the percentage of the battery dropping down so quickly. So it's not fun, and it's very dangerous as well. But it is what it is. If sometimes you are at a great location and you really want to capture it, it's worth the risk, but keep that in mind. Hi sir, how are you? I'm great, I'm really great. I'm enjoying this Q&A so far. First time ever live streaming, but I'm enjoying it definitely. Yeah, I would really love to see the Mavic Air being able to fly in the rain and sub-zero temperatures. Really don't know about that, but that would be amazing. We've seen quite a lot of hints at having a waterproof drone, but like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm not sure if we can see that early at that stage. But that would be amazing. Of course, DJI is always trying to be one step ahead of the competition, so hopefully they can do that. Oh, yes, I have flown in an airplane with my drone, and yeah, it's not a big deal. You just have to keep it in your carry-on luggage. Don't put it anywhere else. Just keep it in your carry-on luggage and try to keep it safe so you don't really break it on during your flight. But other than that, almost any person nowadays has a drone, so the airlines are used to seeing drones. It's just the same as seeing a laptop or other kinds of tech when checking in. So it's not a big deal, really. OTG, no, that was a thing of the past. In the beginning of the life of the Spark, an OTG device was mandatory, I would say. It was one of my tips in my 5 tips and tricks video for the Spark, and it was actually working very well until one point. Maybe DJI made a software update that completely broke the OTG compatibility. So nowadays it doesn't really help you at all. You can try to fly with it, but it's the same as before. But that being said, the connection has improved so much, and generally the Spark has been becoming more and more stable in the air because of the software updates. So you don't really need OTG anymore. Yeah, yeah, definitely DJI is trying hard to be one step ahead. I think they, of course, they pushed back their announcement date. They didn't announce any drone related products during CES, so they just wanted to get the whole spotlight for themselves, and now everybody will be speaking about their announcement. So it's a bold move, but it's a great move, I would say, and I really can't wait to see what they're going to announce. Don't worry, I will buy whatever they announce. I think as long as it's not a fixed wing. I'm not a really big fan of the fixed wing drones, but if they announce a Mavic Air, Mavic Pro 2, or anything else, or even the Phantom 5, I am going to take the risk and buy that drone no matter what, as I really want to be one step closer to reviewing that drone and playing with it and everything else. And I don't really have any other option than buying it for myself, so I'm going to buy it for sure, and we'll make tons of videos with anything that they release, as well as the new DJI Tello. If you are just tuning in, I'm planning to buy the DJI Tello, use it for a couple of videos to create on my channel to just see how this thing works and how it performs against the Spark. And then I'll give it away to some of you guys, so make sure to be subscribed to the channel so you will be notified when my giveaway is active. Yeah, I think they're going to kill the Autel Evo, to be honest. I really don't want to say that because I was so happy to see the Evo, but to be honest, I can see it coming. I mean, DJI is not stupid, so of course they are going to try to one-up the Evo and make something better. So any suggestions on lighting? Don't know, Jack. That's what I can say. I'm not really sure, man. I'm trying to fly when there is enough light outside, but other than the line cube, the Lume cubes, I've seen them in action. I haven't used them myself, but don't really know what to tell you, unfortunately. Yeah. Osmo Mobile 2. Yes. I was actually planning to buy the original Osmo when it was released. I don't remember when was that, but I was planning to buy it. And then I decided that I don't really want to use my phone for filming that much. I decided to invest into a good DSLR camera. So that was also a good decision, I think, because it pushed me a bit to start making YouTube videos as, you know, I had the camera already. So that's why I decided to, you know, start filming. But if I had just the Osmo and the iPhone that I have right now, it's the iPhone 7 Plus. I'm not completely sure if I was going to start filming for YouTube with just my phone. You know, I always want to keep pushing, keep making better things. So just you know, having just the phone is not ideal, at least for me. For some people, it's more than enough, but not for me. That's why I also plan to upgrade my camera, even though I like the quality, but I just want to, you know, get something a bit better, get a lot more cinematic shots on the ground that can be tied up with the drone shots even better. And that's why I think I will get the Panasonic GH5. I saw the new GH5S that was just released during CES, but it's a bit too expensive for me. Hey Michael, welcome to the stream. You're tuning in a bit late as I'm planning to end the stream in a couple of minutes. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Ask any questions that you might have, feel free to ask them. Can you mislead the DJI Spark in Europe? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm ready for Tuesday. I'm going to stack up on some Red Bulls and I'm going to make a huge video about the announcement. I'm going to, of course, make a video, write an article on my blog, and you know, all the stuff that I normally do when DJI releases new products. I'm super excited. You know, we don't really get enough competition to DJI, so I don't really feel that excited other than the DJI events. So, you know, I would love to have more events like this, similar to what we have seen in during CES with Autel Robotics Evo, but unfortunately we just don't have that many competitive products nowadays. Yeah, the 7 Plus, it's a great phone, I love it. Just not ideal for YouTube, but as you can see, it streams just fine. I'm using the front-facing camera so I can see some of your questions, but I'm mostly reading from my laptop. Yes, yes, you can hack the Spark to fly further. There are a lot of hacks available for that, but I just don't like doing these things to my drones. I like keeping them stock so I can rely on DJI in case I have some kind of emergency or a crash or something. I don't really want to play with that. But I've seen a lot of people doing that, and it seems it works just fine, but it's not for me. Any features for a drone you would like to see in the future? Yes, I would love to see a 4K 60 frames per second drone, something very compact, even smaller than the Mavic Pro. I would love that. Interchangeable lenses, just like the Inspire 2, that's also something that I would like to see. Hopefully we'll see that soon, but it's very expensive, so it won't be very affordable, but I would love to see that. The thing that we are seeing now in the announcement trailer, waterproof drone, that would be amazing, as well as it's raining quite a lot here in Bulgaria sometimes, and I would love to be able to fly in the rain, so hopefully that. I mean, I don't really require that much. I want, let's just say, the features of the Phantom 4 Pro in a smaller body, even smaller than the Mavic Pro. I like the fact that it's being so compact, that it folds. I like that, so I would love to see something like that in the next Mavic Pro 2, for example, or the Mavic Air even. Would you like to see a Spark 2? Yes, I would love to see a Spark 2 with improved, with a 3-axis gimbal, with 4K. You know, everything that people are complaining about to be fixed and improved. I would love to see that at the same price or even less, I think. I think for $399, was it in the US? For $399, it should come with the remote. I would love to see it cheaper, just like the Osmo 2 was cheaper than the original Osmo. I would love that. Thanks, my man. I like that you are liking the answers. You're welcome. I'm using Final Cut Pro 10 to edit my videos. I wasn't really big on editing before. I've never filmed a video before. I've never edited anything. So actually, that's a lie. I was using Sony Vegas for a while, but I was really young and I didn't really know what I was doing, so doesn't really count. But ever since I started filming for YouTube, I had to learn how to use Final Cut Pro 10, and it's very intuitive, very basic in terms of requirements for you to start filming and editing. So that's why I would always recommend Final Cut Pro 10. It's a lot simpler. It's great for the beginners, even though it can do so much more. But if you're a beginner, it's a great thing to just start using Final Cut Pro 10. So that's what I'm using all of the time. How do I get the map to display for my Spark? You simply need to click on the lower left corner where you see the kind of like an arrow with your drone. You need to tap on that and it will turn into a map. So do that next time and it will work. Yeah, well, Final Cut Pro unfortunately is expensive, so iMovie is a great alternative for if you're using a Mac. I'm using a MacBook Pro 2016, the very basic one, 13-inch with no touch bar. I'm not really a fan of the touch bar, but it can handle quite a lot of editing, so for now at least I'm happy with it. Of course, if you throw in some 4K footage, it could be very, very slow, so I might upgrade in the future, but I like the size, I like the 13-inch form factor, so for now I plan to keep it. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon, hopefully in the comments of my next videos. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching the stream. No map. Are you sure you're flying outside? Because if you're not connected to the GPS, to enough GPS satellites, it won't show you anything. So you have to be connected to enough satellites so you can have enough data for the map to be shown. Let me know if you have any other questions, guys. I think we have quite a lot of questions answered already, and we've been live for 43 minutes, so I think I'm going to cut it short very, very soon. Yeah, I'm only using the 8 GB RAM. Unfortunately, it's not ideal. 16 must be much better. I'm sure it is. Hey Bill, I'm not really sure, man. Unfortunately, with the information you're giving me, I don't really know how to help you with that. I think it must be something with the GPS if it doesn't show a map, but that's everything that I can do for that, unfortunately. Alright, thanks everybody for watching the stream. Okay, last question, of course. No, I've never flown anything besides drones. I would love to try one of those RC helicopters. I've heard that they are very difficult to pilot, but I would love to try one. As you know, I have a bit more experience now, so I would love to see it in action. Don't stop the stream. Well, we can't go on forever, but if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask them right now. Catch you on Instagram. Yes, you will. I keep seeing your photos, so thank you so much for tagging me on those photos. I enjoy them, and I keep following the hashtags and everything, so please continue to do so, and I'll keep watching and of course liking your content, so thank you so much for that. Any more giveaways? Yes, I mentioned that already a couple of times. I'm planning to get the DJI Tello, and once I do a couple of videos with it and get familiar with that drone, I am going to give it away to some of you guys. So make sure to be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out the information on how to win it. But it's coming soon, hopefully. Thank you guys, thank you. Everyone is so thankful. I'm thankful as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed the live stream. Any advice for moving targets? Yes, keep it low. Don't go too high, and so you can get more, get a better sense of speed. If you're following like a motorcycle, keep it low, but please be aware if there are any obstacles in your way. My best advice would be to find a path that is very isolated from everything, maybe something outside of the city, and just try to fly that drone there and keep it low, keep it very low, not super close to the driver, but keep it low so you can get a good amount of sense of speed when you're following that person. It's just amazing. If you go too high, then you lose that sense of speed, and it gets boring to watch. But if you get lower, and maybe if you rotate the drone just a bit from time to time, it gets a whole lot different. So this is my advice. Solar panels, not that I know of. I mean, that would be great for charging while flying. That would be amazing, but not that I know of, at least for now. That would be something great for the future, hopefully. Alright guys, I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, before you go, leave me a comment below and let me know if you want to do something very similar to this in the future, as I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys are going to enjoy as well. But let me know if you are Instagram name, yes, the same as my channel, Drone Supremacy. You can see it here, you can see it on my channel name, Drone Supremacy. It's the same on Twitter, Instagram, on Facebook. So I would advise you to follow me on, of course, wherever you want, but on Twitter I would be able to answer as many questions as possible. Instagram, of course, as well. Yes, make sure to follow me, man. I will follow you back. If you're talking about me, I'm not sure if you're talking about me, but yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great for me as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm definitely going to do something similar in the future. I'm not going to do it like every week or something like that, but I think I'm going to do it maybe once in a month, so we can catch up with each other and get to know each other a bit better. As you know, that's what motivates me to keep pushing and keep growing my channel. Getting to know my real audience is something that is it's great for me, and I definitely enjoy it. So I will be making a lot more live streams from now on. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in one of my future videos, which hopefully will be live very, very soon. I'm working on a couple of videos right now, and of course the DJI announcement event is coming on Tuesday, so I'll be all over that event, and of course you can rely on me for giving you as much information as possible on the latest announcement from DJI. So once again guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a blast for me, and I'll catch you very, very soon in my next videos. Have a good night or day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.